Hey everyone, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. We're gonna get started right where we left off, which was me being taken back to a new town after our town was destroyed. We learned quite a few things, which is A, don't actually fight, you just run. I think that was the ultimate thing you're supposed to learn there, was you're not supposed to win that fight, you need to just run. So yeah, now let's get rolling. Where are we here? What are we doing? Alright, everyone just go do your thing. Holy crap, all the shaders just filled in. What is my mission currently? Well, let's look at our map, shall we? That'll generally help. Talk to Sir Robert. That's easy enough. Alright, so where did we started over here and ran all the way over here. Okay. This is mighty expansive. Oh, and then there's a quest giver there. Unexplored, unexplored, unexplored. Okay, cool. So let's go talk to Sir Robert. Let's do the things that it wants us to do. I can't lockpick that. I can't take any of that. Is there any food to be had? No. Little resting nook.
He promised he'd bring them the day after tomorrow.
Excellent.
You're in a private area. Okay, well, let's get out of there. Let's go find Sir Robert. Ooh, that was a weird transition. Alright, what's up? God, this game is gorgeous. I'm like, I wonder if this game could look any better if I upgraded my computer,
You've done well,
but
lad.
I'm not about to upgrade my computer with how expensive video
You
cards
must
are.
be all done in.
Must have been terrible.
Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Alright, time to go eat.
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsman who moved to the countryside.
What are you doing?
The transition between cutscenes, though, is a little harsh. But still, there we go.
It was a fine sunny day
There we
until
go.
Sigismund came with his army. I saw him sitting there with his red beard and proud posture as he gave the signal to attack.
Oh no.
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then I turned and saw father trying to save mother. They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help I made it.
My
Good
God,
job.
that's horrible. You were lucky to survive. And our thanks for warning us. I'll pray that you see better times.
Yeah, the blur and focus is weird. Alright, where do we need to go? The baker. Explored place. Alright, so let's go to, I guess, the baker? Was that what my quest is? Something about a full stomach, so... Oh, yep, there we go. Learned the kitchen.
Ah, milady.
Oh yeah,
You're
fill this
fortunate
in.
our
Okay,
good
hold
Lady
on.
Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady.
We
Young
see
Henry
who runs
here
the
is
city.
overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When
Mighty
you've done,
generous of her.
you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Dude's like, I guess I don't have a choice here, but... Go to the kitchen. Completed. What's up next? Eat. Go to the courtyard lodge. Okay. So we're just gonna, I guess, store a lot of food here. Till we're overburdened with food. I wonder if food can spoil. This dude is breathing hard. But yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, this is all technically the prologue still. I was reading on Kotaku, and yeah, you really aren't supposed to do much but just follow the instructions until, like, you get very, like, I don't want to say good confirmation that you're out of the prologue.
Oh, God. Eat. Food.
Can I just eat out of the pot? Eat from pot. There we go. Yeah, I was told to also always just eat from the pot. That is the way to go. Because that way it's just free food.
What is that?
I don't feel like talking to literally everybody. I think it's a little excessive. Oh, I'm in a private area. Let's get out of the private area. Alright. Now we need to go to the lodge, which I'm assuming is over here. Nope. It's around this way. Yeah, so you're at some point going to get like a...
Damn.
It must be like pain or something. There we go. As you're tired and carrying a solution, go to the bed. Launch sleep. There we go. I didn't take my boots off though. Sleep till morning. So we'll do that. Alright. And then start. So as this turns, oh, that automatically wakes you? Hey, he said sleep till morning. I was gonna sleep till morning. Where was I?
The patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
She cares
It's
about
just what
us.
you need to help you sleep.
She's like, this poor dude has seen like everything. Trying to make sure he can pass out from
Really shouldn't.
a terrible day.
You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers.
She's
How awful
a
it must
good
have been
damn
for you.
person. That is
Came
what
to
it comes
offer you
down to.
solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
So apparently she's also the town psychologist and counselor. Okay, so yeah, once you complete like a series of things in this early get-go, you realize that you're in the prologue, and once you get out of the prologue, that's when you can actually start, you know, surviving and doing things.
The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunesh owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunesh had no intention of paying.
Yeah, he was a dick.
It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunesh still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund
just nod head and agree. Got it.
Ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed.
We'll just keep doing that.
Pennants flapped in the wind, the armor glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
That's an understatement. Oh, they killed Bianca.
Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded
You
in the
don't
town,
need to know about
surrounded
Bianca.
by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down
Everyone
one
else died.
Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armor, saw Father and charged at him. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armor, saw Father and charged at him.
Didn't you
Cut
just
down
repeat
my
that?
father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I no longer heard any sounds of battle coming from the castle, so Sigismund's army must have regrouped and started preparing for siege.
No doubt you're right.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her.
Nope, we're not gonna lie.
Help her. God knows I wanted to, but even though I had the sword we made for Sir Radzig, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too.
And you
I
aren't
only just
very
managed
good.
to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Dude saw some dark shit, that's for sure.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
Easy, it's called warfare in Middle Ages.
God alone knows why he let such things happen.
Oh, you poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Jesus.
Really?
Talk about a streak of bad luck.
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Jesus, the Middle Ages sucked.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Probably not.
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
Sounds like everyone has a terrible, terrible...
Beautiful.
Like, what you want to call it?
Your best years are still ahead of you.
Everyone's lives suck.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
You're taking the full thing of food with you? Just leave it.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Well, I learned that life sucks. there's no good outcomes. Uh-oh. Dream sequence.
Move in, people! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back!
You couldn't have saved anybody. Ooh, that's a sucky memory to have.
Help us. Don't be a coward.
I'm not sure that's what they said. Pretty sure. God damn, that sucked.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this. What is it? What's happening? Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
No, Jesus. Also, I didn't take my boots off. Sorry, man. Go to the battlements. Oh, yeah, by the way, this game is like... There's a lot of stuff that goes on in real time, so you gotta, Someone's snoring. Take the torch. Torch by holding I. That is not how you do it.
Pulled up with the hunger.
If you want to keep your left hand free, for example, where's the torch? Let's eat. Torch. There we go. And then let's eat an apple. Oh, we have to hold E. Health, energy, nourishment. Oh man, that is not fully, but it's a start. Alright, so I think we actually are going to stop here for now. Maybe we'll end this recording and start a new one. Alright, thanks everybody for coming out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you next time in the next episode of Deliverance Kingdom Come. Alright, see y'all then.